say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Honoring the United States, that was Skylar Cole with the singing of tonight's national anthem. Welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports on this very special day. Let me be the first to wish everyone out there a happy Veterans Day. Tonight, it'll be the Detroit Pistons going up against the New York Knicks here in New York. Hi, everyone. This is Brian Anderson at the table along with Grant Hill and Brent Barry. Allie LaForce joins us from the sidelines. And let's take a look now at some numbers for him.
And during the last 5 games, he's been a force on the boards, really throwing his body at rebounds and trying to grab as many as he can. And that kind of effort has been noticed by his coaches and teammates.
Before we get going here, we have time for a pregame courtside report. Allie LaForce, it's all yours.
Well, Cade Cunningham, the top pick in 2021, said, quote, "There's a lot of different reasons why I was picked number 1, but I think it's just who I am as a person, someone that can turn into a leader for your team and be a franchise guy. I compose myself well, and that translates on the court. I'm pretty confident in what I can do and who I am." Brian?
Thanks, Alec. And with all the player movement this offseason, we're seeing some teams that are still building chemistry, Brent.
Yeah, you're right, B.A. You can't simulate this stuff in training camp, even though you're scrimmaging a ton and going through the playbook. You have to be out here. You have to be on an NBA floor. You have to watch the way guys adjust to things that are happening on the fly. And that'll settle these teams in once they get familiar with one another.
A look at the Pistons starting group. It's Cunningham and Ivy at the 1 and the 2. Isaiah Stewart out there with James Wiseman. And it's Bogdanovich in at the small forward position. And for the Knicks, at forward, it's Barrett and Randall. Then there's Jalen Brunson. Then there's Mitchell Robinson. And it's Grimes in at the 2. Cunningham finds the bottom from 13 feet out.
And I'll tell you what, that's what being unselfish is all about. Ivy finding the open man. Well, the number 1 overall pick in 2021, Cade Cunningham, ended up 3rd in the Rookie of the Year voting, but nevertheless had an outstanding first season.
New York foul. Hunter Grimes. First personal foul. First team foul.
Bogdanovich passes to Wiseman. Cunningham outside. Outside Bogdanovich. And here's Ivy from the arc. And that's good. His first bucket of the game. And Cunningham has to carry a developing Pistons team. Something you'd know about, Grant. Any advice?
Just keep working hard, young man. He is on the right track for sure, B.A. I know he will get it done. He loves the game, and he has embraced the challenge of making this team a winner.
Now here's Stewart. What a tremendous game he played against Boston. Lets it go from deep. Another 3 for Detroit.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line. And I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
Connects from downtown. Randall's got 6.
Well, Randall keeping you honest here. Not a knockdown shooter from that range, but is showing more and more that he's capable of doing just so.
A nice shot by Ivy.
Now, they can't miss. 4 for 4 and warming up the burners.
The Knicks have gone 3 of 3 so far from the floor. Count it. Pistons have gone 4 of 4 from the floor. Perfect start. Pass to Wiseman with the drive, and it's Wiseman with the jam.
Defensively, you want Wiseman to shoot jumpers, but you can't let him break you down like that.
Robinson gets the bucket.
Good heads-up basketball. Sees an opening and capitalizes.
For Detroit, they've gone 5 of 5 in this quarter. Solid.
You think back in that 21 season, finally the Knicks breaking back into the playoffs. You know, it had been 7 years since they got there, and Coach Thibodeau receiving the Coach of the Year honor, well deserved.
Here's Grimes. Basket is good. Off the assist from Brunson. 5 points in the game.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
To the wing on the left. Back to Cunningham. Stewart, a screen on Brunson. Shots blocked.
No, sir. Randall up there says,
A minute 9 left in the first quarter. And he makes it on the layup. Randall's gotten his 3rd basket of the night. It was such an impressive season, and yet New York couldn't quite replicate their success the following year, Brent.
Yeah, BA, they made some moves, and they were hoping to bolster the roster in some ways, but it just didn't go as expected, and now they're retooling again.
Time called here. The Pistons decide to talk it over. Victory eluded them last time in New York when they faced the Knicks.
I'll tell you what, once things started to go downhill, their performance plummeted. It wound up getting pretty ugly.
Yeah, it felt like just the entire roster was stuck in neutral. There was nobody offensively that could get anything going.
A new lineup here for New York. And a new group getting ready for the Pistons. Duran, he's checked in for Wiseman. Bagley comes in for Stewart. Diallo's checked in for Bogdanovich. And it's Burks in for Cunningham. Knicks on D. Here's Ivy. And that one goes in as he's fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts the free throw. Well, Grant, Ivy gets a lot of attention for his scoring, but he can also lock you down at the other end.
Oh, yes, he can, B.A. He's big, active, and athletic, too. A strong on-ball defender as well. He'll also jump passing lanes, causing deflections. He looks to flip turnovers into points. And keeping everyone involved early. Now, that typically pays dividends.
Yeah, and he's so-so from there, but when he's hitting from deep, it's a big confidence builder. Yeah, that's a whistle he did not want to hear. His 2nd foul, and we're not even out of the first quarter.
It's great to see a fantastic block on replay once again.
And that kind of rejection early on energizes your squad. The coaching staff just loves this kind of hustle.
And while the Pistons need to improve at both ends, Brent, offense is where they've struggled the most.
Yeah, last season near the bottom in field goal percentage and 3-point percentage. They've got the playmakers, but they've got to convert and finish off those plays and get more consistent on the offensive end.
First free throw is good.
Yeah, ever since the Nets relocated to Brooklyn in 2012, the rivalry between the Nets and Knicks has intensified. Now, both teams trying to prove that New York belongs to them.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
And when you talk about Ivy, his explosiveness really stands out, especially when he's running the floor.
Here's Rose, and it's New York scoring again.
That's been typical of their performance today. They're sharing the ball and creating good shots.
On the wing, Burks. Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Knocks down the long J.
Both teams are hot. Woo! This is a fun one to watch.
Yeah, made for TV game here. Pace is great. Scoring is coming in bunches. And both of the teams feeling confident right now.
These teams are finding the range, showing a lot of confidence.
It seems like they're going to find out who can make the deepest threes. Right now, it's a shootout.
Knocks it down from distance. Well, plenty of give and take so far.
Yeah, 6 lead changes already. Both teams came to play.
Quickly from outside. And again, New York with the triple.
One of the more skilled offensive players that is on the floor here tonight. Not an easy fella to hold in check.
What a performance for Julius Randle. He has been the story for the New York Knicks. 8 points in the quarter, showing how effective he can be. We'll be right back after this word.
26.
And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out ahead in the second quarter. All right, guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for New York.
Well, in today's NBA, the three-point shot is so valuable. They realize this, and that's why they're continuing to drain as many as they can.
Let's make sure that that selfish nerve doesn't get tapped, because right now there's great ball movement. They're setting each other up. Let's see if that maintains.
Here are the five Detroit has to start the second. It's Cunningham and Ivy at the 1 and the 2. Duran out there with Marvin Bagley. And it's Diallo in at the small forward. Shots good by Hart. And legacies are defined in the playoffs. Game to game, what's the measure of greatness for a star player in your mind, Grant?
Well, B.A., I think it's all about consistency. The great ones in this league historically bring it every night. They may have a bad game here or there, but for the most part, energy, the effort, and the consistency is always there.
Cunningham, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
And that's some force coming from your 6'7", 6'8" point guard. That's tough to stop.
To the paint. Oh, it's stolen. And now the Pistons in transition. The pull-up. Again, the Pistons score.
Willing passers, unselfish play. You have to appreciate this kind of offense.
Quickly passes to Toppin. Back to Quickly. Here's Barrett beyond the arc. And again, New York with the triple.
And Barrett's teammates love it when he looks to shoot from the corner. They know how dangerous he can be from deep.
Well, Brent Canada is well represented in the NBA these days. R.J. Barrett may be leading the charge.
Man, if you put together a team of nothing but Canadian players, you'd have a pretty strong five out there. And Barrett's a guy who might be the leader of that squad.
Toppin outside. Over Bagley. And it's New York scoring again. Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far. Oh, the big finish by Bagley.
There's so much rarity in a wing or big guard like Cade to have that kind of vision. He's special.
For three, Randle nails it from beyond the arc. Randle's got 11 points.
Lackluster defense, showing no desire to chase shooters off that line.
Timeout called, the Pistons. And as we head into this break, the players have an opportunity to replenish their energy with Gatorade as they prepare to go into the final stages of this ball game.
Absolutely. Over the course of a game, not to mention over the course of a season, you have to stay hydrated. If you don't, it's amazing how much slower your body is to bounce back. It can have a serious effect on performance, no question.
For the Knicks, Hartenstein, he's checked in for Toppin, and Rose is subbed in for Barrett. Cunningham outside. Quarter two and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. On target from range. He's got 9.
That's more like it, rounding into form after a very, very difficult first quarter.
Here's Quickly. Book it. And it's Randle with the assist.
Well, Randle, when he has the ball in his hands, aware that there might be an open teammate, that time he found him.
Pass to Wiseman. Back to Cunningham. Uncovered. And again, it's Detroit converting.
Well, the game's 4 quarters, and after a tough first half, he's found his rhythm in the second.
Corner shot. Another one falls for New York. The Pistons have gotten 6 of their 7 shots to go in the second quarter. There's 47 seconds left in the first half of this game. Cunningham finds Burks. Wiseman a screen on quickly. Here's Burks. Got a hand on it, and he stays with it. Here's Wiseman. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line.
Still a ton of intrigue around what it is that James Wiseman is going to be in the NBA. It's really about him staying healthy and getting a consistent opportunity to be solid.
It's both from the stripe. And last season, the NBA mourned the passing of Hall of Famer Bob Lanier. He played his first decade with the Pistons.
A sad loss for the NBA. Now, he represented them 7 times as an all-star. But for all his greatness on the court, he'll be remembered just as much for the work he did off the court as the league's global ambassador.
Ooh, got him with the pump fake. Savvy move there. Wiseman's got 8.
And off the jump, they were effective from deep. I don't know why they haven't continued to fire from out there.
Nails it from 3.
A shooter of Rose's skill is just automatic. I mean, he's ready to strike at a moment's notice.
And that one's good. Cunningham.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line. And I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
Give their offense some love. They've been the more efficient team.
Yeah, that along with maintaining the pace of play right now, playing with tons of intensity.
With the score, the Knicks, 55. The Pistons, 46.
Thanks so much. I'm here with Coach Tom Thibodeau. And Tom, what's it going to take down the stretch to win this ball game?
I think just tough defense, take good shots, not turn the ball over, play smart.
Back to the basics. Thanks, Coach.
Allie, as always, thank you. We'll be right back to begin the third quarter right after this.
Hey everybody, halftime is upon us, and a battle is also upon us. Not Kenny and Shaq this time, thankfully, but 2 outstanding players through the first half. Both of these guys playing at their peak in this one.
Speaking of peaks, Kenny, you think I can climb Mount Everest?
A decade ago, maybe, because you're about as big as Mount Everest, so it would take you 1 step.
I would hate to be the Sherpa that has to carry Shaq up to the top.
Kenny, what's a Sherpa?
Me, I have no clue.
Moving on now to the first half of play. And how about Julius Randle's contribution?
Getting all he can eat offensively, and the opposition is pulling their hair out trying to slow him down.
And if he keeps it up in the second half, before long, his hair is going to look like ours.
Appreciate you joining us. It's been our distinct pleasure, and I mean that. Let's now take you back over to the third quarter with Brian Anderson.
And we played through the first half. Plenty of basketball left in this one. Julius Randle has been sensational.
Can they come up with an answer for him coming out of the half? They have to change something defensively.
Yeah, just way too easy out there, and I'm sure Coach is going to make that a priority at halftime.
At the 4 and the 5, it's Randle and Robinson. Then it's R.J. Barrett. Then there's Jalen Brunson. And it's Grimes in at the shooting guard position. So that's who's on the floor for the Knicks.
46.
Here's Ivy. to the middle. Got a piece of it. Now Robinson. Over to the left wing. Puts up a three. And the Knicks, another three.
12 straight points off threes. This defense is not extending very well.
And Jalen Brunson, he's a great option on the floor, Grant.
Yes, he is. Can attack from different levels of the floor. Solid shooting threat from outside. And gives you another playmaker to initiate the offense.
Randall outside. Jacks up a three. And he sinks it again. 7 of 7 from the field now.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Well, guys, with the yearly roster moves, it might be hard for the casual fan to keep track. But Commissioner Silver said it's a necessary side effect. He said, quote, "We tried to tie performance to pay in a closer way, and I think that's what you see with shorter contracts." Brian, more player movement has been the result.
Yeah, good point, Allie. Thanks.
67-50.
Cunningham up top. He's got 14. Fires the three. Ooh, now 7 for 9 after that make.
A nice start to the third. 3 out of 4 and looking good doing it.
Wiseman against Robinson. For three, Randall. And the Knicks, another three.
Just incredible. I mean, he's really making it rain out there, knocking them down one after another.
Kind of like he's in his living room right now. He's found a comfort zone. Once he gets that, the defense knows they're in trouble.
And he's leading the charge for them. But let's be honest, he needs more help if they're going to get out in front.
Yeah, doing anything he can right now to get his team to cut into this lead and give them a chance.
All 5 of the last buckets they've given up have been from downtown.
The Pistons have gotten 4 of their first 5 shots to go since the break. Since hiring Tom Thibodeau, every year the Knicks have been at the bottom of the league in pace.
Well, Thibs rhymes with grind, doesn't it, B.A.? I mean, it doesn't really, but it should.
Detroit calls timeout.
Here they are, fans. Put your hands together for your Knicks City Dancer.
Now that we're into November, let's see how the Eastern Conference standings are shaken out. You take a look at the Knicks. They've started strong this year, holding the 2nd place spot. And of course, the Detroit Pistons, they currently own the 6th seed.
Right now for Detroit, what's impressive is they've reached much of their potential this year. The big question, though, people are asking is, do they have what it takes to become a front runner?
They still had enough players take positive steps forward to call this season a success. Maybe they're not at the top of the standings where they hope they'd be, but they're in really good position in terms of the playoff picture.
Bagley passes to Cunningham. Tries a 10-footer. The three, Diallo. That falls. Nice feed that time from Cunningham. Cunningham's got assist number 5 here tonight. The Knicks have gotten all 6 of their shots to fall. Talk about a perfect start to the half.
Well, he might have been considered a project coming out of college, but Diallo did not take long to prove himself as a legit NBA athlete in town.
75-58.
Kicks it out to Cunningham. And the Pistons, another 3.
Maybe he's thinking at this point, man, somebody's got to help me. I can't do this all by myself.
Toppin outside from deep 3-point range. Detroit with a rebound.
Ooh, he missed an easy chance to put some points on the board. He won't get a much better look at that kind of shot again here probably tonight.
For 3, Diallo. Another 3 for Detroit.
That's just a lapse right there. No matter what, somebody has to be there and get a hand up in the shooter's face.
Rose can't connect.
Maybe a little false confidence there. Not a high percentage shot for him.
Coaches will tell you that's a bad shot, but when your teammates tell you that, you probably got to think about it.
It's interesting. They definitely had more 3-point attempts in the first half. Not sure why they went away from it.
And we just had to see that mobile one drive one more time. Great stuff.
You're toasting the defense and getting in close. He'll take possessions like that one all day.
77-66.
Cunningham against Rose. Bagley passes to Cunningham. And there's the foul. It'll go on Derrick Rose. That's his third foul so far.
First team foul. Substitution for your Knicks, Isaiah Hartenstein.
8 seconds left in the third quarter.
Emmanuel quickly.
The open shot, Cunningham. And again, it's Detroit.
Yeah, Cade, hard to stop. He's got his motor revved high tonight.
And it's good. But hang on here. The officials may want to take a look at it on the replay monitor. And not so fast.
The previous play is under review.
Got it right before we go to the fourth.
While this call may not decide the game, you always prefer to get it right.
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
And the ruling is in. The call stands. No bucket. So no change in the score as we end the quarter.
Good move to review that shot. That was really close to counting.
And so it's the New York Knicks with a 9-point cushion at the end of the quarter. Hey, 3 points is better than 2.
And a big round of applause.
Moments ago from the huddle, let's listen in on Dwayne Casey.
Possession by possession. The only way we're going to get back in this thing. Starting right now, possession by possession. Let's stay together. That's all we got, man. Without fight, pride. Right here. Here we go.
One play at a time. Simple message from Coach Dwayne Casey.
Yeah, it's smart that Coach Casey is doing this. Realizing that this is the only way they're going to snatch the lead.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth quarter. And on the floor for Detroit here in the fourth. Isaiah Stewart out there with Bojan Bogdanovic. Then there's Ivy, then it's Wiseman, and it's Burks in at the point guard position.
Well, if you came here looking for a scoring battle, I think you made the right choice.
Both of these teams locked in on the offensive end. Going to be a high-scoring affair tonight.
And the foul called on Emmanuel quickly. That's his first foul for the Knicks. Randall comes in for Hartenstein. And it's Jalen Brunson in for quickly.
First team foul. Substitution for your Knicks, Julius Randle.
On defense, the Knicks. They led by as many as 18. Down low. And stolen by Barrett. Here's Randall. Again, the Knicks. Good for 2 more.
Randall's teammates loving seeing this. Shots like this are helping out this offense. He's taking the lead.
New York foul.
Cade Cunningham's checked in for the Pistons.
No foul. Second team foul. Pistons substitution. Cade Cunningham.
Here's Stewart. Out left to the wing. Pass to Ivy. And here's Cunningham. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Ivy. That falls. Nice feed that time from Cunningham. Cunningham's got his 7th assist here tonight. Back to Brunson. For 3, Randall. And again, New York with the triple.
I mean, this guy is unreal. What a show.
And we've made our way through just over a minute and a half of this fourth quarter. And stolen by Brunson. There's the 3. Connects again from distance. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable, B.A. Unbelievable.
Cunningham on the wing. The baseline, Jay. Again, the Pistons score.
And he was dominant in their last outing. And the same thing here tonight. He is in a terrific group right now.
There seems to be nobody standing in his way. No roadblocks for him to get to his spot, capitalize, and continue to be aggressive.
For 3, Randall. And no good. And Detroit will go the other way with it. Cunningham outside. There's the drive. And again, it's Detroit.
Some retro action from Cade Cunningham, the mid-range J.
For New York, they've gotten 4 of 5 attempts to fall so far in the fourth. Grimes, and he drains the quick shot. And the Knicks lead by 11.
He means business. Unlikely to be a comeback on his watch.
Well, he's grabbed a tee and a blanket because he's putting this one to bed.
Detroit calls timeout. They're losing by 11. 1:33 left in the final quarter. Fourth quarter of play. We're about 2.5 minutes through it now. And here's Cunningham outside. And the Pistons, another three.
And his perimeter shooting might be the key to trimming their deficit.
Well, he's doing everything he can to make them competitive. And by everything, I mean draining threes.
Robinson gets the bucket.
You gotta love his unselfishness. And you know his coach does as well.
Well, not just coach, but you can see it in the teammates, the way that they look at him. They appreciate it when he shares the ball like that.
Here's Barrett. And he gets the friendly roll as that one goes. And now a 12-point New York lead. All right, a look at how the hustle game has been going for New York.
You have to be a fan of the energy they played with on the defensive end. Active hands and feet, and it's come up big a few times for them.
Another part of the credit has to go to what they did on the inside blocking shots. I mean, super scrappy defensively and just affecting a lot of the opportunities that their opponents were putting out.
Well, with a comeback out of range, we can put a bow on this one. Good performance for the Knicks.
Check out their assist numbers.
They didn't get stuck in isolation. They got the ball to the guys who had the best matchups.
And this will push their total wins for the year up to 11.
And they've had their fingerprints all over this series, winning 2 straight and looking like they have this team's number.
And what a huge performance it was for Julius Randle.
It was tough to cover all game long. One of those nights when he felt like nobody could stop him, and they didn't.
Got to give them respect. They're doing everything they can to close this out.
Loved it. The guys are staying aggressive late in this ball game, just not wanting to let go of the rope.
Oh, you gotta love the back and forth, showing real confidence at the arc.
Yeah, both teams finding ways to the three-point line and trying to take advantage from distance.
You can feel the excitement in this arena. These guys have done one heck of a job.
A huge motivation, always great for a young team, but veteran players also appreciate when fans come with that kind of energy and get into the spirit of the game.
It's nice they found their rhythm here, but the clock is just not their friend.
Yeah, it's tough to mount a comeback like this and then fall oh so short. I'm sure that's weighing on them just a little bit.
Oh, they get a hand on it. And stolen by Brunson. And so New York takes this one by a big margin. This one was a fun one to watch. They were clearly in the driver's seat down the stretch.
They really were, B.A. They played with great intensity on both ends of the floor, and they didn't allow their mistakes to get the better of them.
And that'll do it, folks. So alongside Grant Hill, Allie LaForce, Brent Barry, and our entire 2K crew, I'm Brian Anderson saying thank you for watching. Now our New Balance player of the game, Julius Randle.